Coming to you from Homebrew Studios, it's Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour with your hosts, Bob Katie
and John Picarillo
and Jay Schmidt.
Welcome to episode 138 of Bob and John's Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Welcome aboard, folks.
Hello there.
Hello there.
Konnichiwa.
Konnichiwa, bitches. Konnichiwa.
Totally unprepared.
Oh, I hang.
We're all just, look at him.
To see if I can get
Turkey
a.
hangover.
Whoops.
Look at him. You'll be picking that up later.
You don't pick up anything.
Well, like, I haven't been picking up shit. That's all I've been doing is picking things up and putting things down.
This is the don't make John laugh episode.
It can't be funny.
It's not funny. No laughing.
Not funny. It's not a
And this is the episode we're doing jokes later, so this should be good.
That'll work out well.
They're not funny jokes.
John is glued together, literally.
Yeah.
I'm fresh 1 week out of surgery.
Yeah, exactly. 1 week, huh?
Yeah, 1 week out.
Fresh.
Wow.
Yep.
You're a new man.
Well, you know, we talked about it on the show, right? The hernia. We talked about it. It's not a surprise to the listeners.
Shouldn't be.
Right. So had that done Friday.
It's not a tumor.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got to tell you that the procedure went great.
The surprising part was,
Yeah. I got raped while I was under.
You did.
I woke up
more sexual misconducts.
Yeah.
I woke up with
More
a tube.
sexual misconduct.
I woke up with a tube in my penis.
Oh.
Yeah.
A pipe in his pecker.
Nice.
Call it a
Pipe
catheter.
In your Pipe in your pecker.
She says, "Oh, you know, I was just coming through." She says, "Do you have any pain or discomfort?" I said, "Penis." And the two nurses kind of looked at each other, sort of like, "Well, they gave you a catheter," and I'm like, "Well, get rid of it."
Could you please move that out?
Well, I'm not sure if that's what the doctor wanted. So apparently, what the doctor wanted was to keep it in all weekend.
Oh.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right up until Monday
At
morning.
least you didn't have to get up and pee.
Ouch.
I thought about that, but it's really weird because you eventually say to yourself, I really wish I had that relieving feeling of peeing because you don't get it when you got a catheter.
I've never had one, so I
Yeah,
can't
me
tell
either.
you.
It just flows. It just goes.
Yeah.
You don't feel yourself going.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, right in the beginning, I didn't tell Jay the whole story because I wanted to save some of it. But I told you about after we got out, my dad and I wanted to eat because I wasn't allowed to have anything before.
Oh,
And I
when
had
you
to be
got
there
your-
6 o'clock in the morning, and he's been waiting the whole time. So now it's 2 p.m.
Oh, when you got your
After my surgery. Yeah, we're driving around. We want to go to a diner. So we go to the Sally's right around the corner, and we're trying to get in. People are in there and shit. They close at 2 o'clock. So it's like,
What the hell?
Friday
Diner
af-
closes
I
at
don't
2
know. That's what I said.
That's what I said.
So I said, I know there's one over on 50 there, 50 South. We get over there, closed. 2 p.m. on a Friday.
What the hell's going on?
That's what I said. And now here's the thing.
Did you
Every
find
time
out?
I got out or into the car, I felt like I had to pee.
Oh.
And the problem is that's not the way it works. You don't say, "Oh my gosh, I got to pee," and then you push and it comes out. It doesn't work that way. It just comes out when it comes out.
Just go.
Yeah. And so, I was trying to get accustomed to this thing. So every time I got in and out of the car, it's like, "Oh my God, I got to go." Not that I could do anything about it, So I was getting sick of getting in and out of the car. And so that's the part that sucked, folks. Well, apparently, see, here's the interesting thing, Jay. Is apparently he gets in there, first thing he sees is my bladder, which is full, apparently. Now, I remember going under, I was like, I could definitely pee. You know what I mean? But I'm all hooked up to shit now. I really shouldn't cause they're just going to knock me out, work
Yeah.
around the shit. That's the way I'm thinking of. Well, he says there's so much he can't work around it. So he's got to drain me somehow, right? That's how they drain you.
Catheter.
And he told me that he got like almost a liter.
Wow.
Like a liter soda bottle. You know what I mean? That's a
2 liter.
That's a good, well,
liter.
so half of one of those.
Yeah.
What?
That's a lot.
Right. And so he was worried that I wasn't able to go, which I haven't had a problem. I didn't have a problem. And if it got that big while I was healing, it was going to press on the
Sure.
area. And he said I'd be right back in the emergency room right away.
Sure.
So I dealt with it all weekend, and I'll tell you, the first of all, the only way I could sleep was on my back. So I was getting really tired of sleeping on my back.
Tell me
Being on
about it.
my
I'm
back.
still not used to that.
Yeah. And then
And it's been how many years?
and then I haven't even tried my CPAP since. Well, I'm sorry, that's a lie. I've tried it 3 or 4 times and I'm totally hating it instantly. Like I even called up the company and said, "Can you check the numbers on my machine because I feel like they messed with it in there," which I know they did. They used it. I didn't even know that until I went to use it.
What,
And
they
there
had
was-
you bring it?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
And
that.
they had a piece of tubing in there that normally isn't there. So
Oh,
they were
really?
like pumping some other crazy drugs, some rape drugs into me. Yeah. That's exactly what So they were sneaking some shit in
So
my
did
nose.
you take that out?
Huh?
Did you take that
I
out?
did, yeah. But it felt just, I was a little congested and
Yeah.
I was like, I'm being pulled by the pecker and by the head. And I'm like, there's no way I'm going to sleep like this. It's just the one. Let's just put up with the one.
John's being tugged between two heads.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I'm more curious about why these diners are closing on Fridays at 2 o'clock. I don't know. That's bizarre. That is fucking bizarre. I've never run into that, but I've
Me either.
well, let me think about this.
Like a diner is like. Always
They should be
open.
all the time.
Yeah.
Well, it was Friday, yeah. Well,
be all the
speaking of
time.
that, Friday, but this was later though, so I don't know. This was probably. I think that one. There's that one big diner where the old Kmart used to be on Central Ave.
Yeah.
It's like really big. It's like it looks really nice and big and everything. They were like closed on a Friday.
I don't know
Because
what's
me
going
and
on
Linda
there.
went down and we saw Justice League on Friday, right after she got out of work. Went down and saw that and stopped in at Hooters, ate Leonard Hooters, and we went up that way because we wanted to stop at Niskayuna Commons, so we went up Central Ave. Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's really weird. It was like 5 o'clock on a Friday. I'm like, that diner's closed at 5 on a Friday?
I don't know what they're doing these days.
Was Friday some kind
is
of like
odd.
National Diner Close Day or something?
Something we didn't know
Weird.
because to me
Yeah.
it used to feel like you could go to the diner
24/7.
Yeah, that's what a
or at
diner
least
used to be
until
to me.
like
Well, yeah,
midnight
most
or
diners
something.
are- yeah, 24 hours.
That was the
Yeah.
beauty of it. You could go to the diner and get breakfast or lunch or dinner.
Anything, yeah. They would say that's bizarre.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't get
That's bizarre. So did they figure out why you were retaining this
it. No,
water?
that's going to be probably on the agenda in the near future, I'm sure.
Is to figure it out.
Yeah. But I've been trying to, reduce the amount of liquids I pump through, too.
Well, not going out with your sister the other night probably helped.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I've been keeping it under.
Because when you go out with your nephew and your sister, you have a good time.
Yeah, well, it's good time. Yeah.
Yeah, you always have a good time. Matter of fact, last time we had to have your nephew on the phone to find out what happened. It was such a good time. So everything's back to you're all good and
All good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel pretty good.
yeah.
They glued me together. They didn't stitch me up. And then I found another rape spot yesterday. The only thing now is I'm itchy because I'm healing, and my belly button was itchy. Now, nobody told me anything about doing anything to my belly button. And I was itching it the other day, and I realized there's crust in it.
Oh yeah, mine
they went-
oozed for
They went and,
years almost.
they went and fucked me in the belly button when
Yeah.
I was out. So,
Oh, yeah.
I don't
I
like
got
being taken
laparoscop-
advantage of like this.
I got laparoscopically fucked in the belly button too.
I don't like that.
When I had my gallbladder out, except I had stitches, which was the worst. That was
Don't mess with my belly button.
Is that a sensitive area?
Yeah.
Your belly button is a sensitive
Why
area.
they got to mess with me like that?
You got a new drum kit the other day too. Didn't you?
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
I'm like, he must be feeling better if he went and got a drum kit.
I even put it together and played it that night.
You had time. You obviously had time while you were healing to look at reverb and a whole
Yeah.
bunch of other.
Yeah. Well, I was so upset I let the last deal go.
But now you're happy you did.
I'm happy because I got myself a Gretsch, and I've been looking for a Gretsch for a long time.
Yeah, you've been tweaking on a Gretsch.
And this one's mint. I mean, it's really clean.
Wonder why he was letting it go.
He's a jazz guy, and he wants to get a smaller, more expensive sonar. That's what he's after.
Did you
And it's really funny because
did you get a good deal on it though? I mean, did you look it up and see what the model was and everything? You get a good deal.
I only saw this set priced lower, and it was a listing like 2 or 3 years ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
But it would have cost me equal to ship it from where it was like Indiana or something.
Oh, yeah,
It would cost
yeah.
me as much as, you know what I mean? So it was a wash. I definitely didn't get taken for. I still feel like I got a jackpot.
Well,
I
that's
probably
what counts.
paid probably what it's worth.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I find there's nothing wrong with that. You don't need
No.
to get a deal on everything as long
I'll
as
tell you what,
as long
here's
as you
the
don't
difference.
overpay.
Here's the difference: is if he went through Dome Sound, which I don't think they even do it. More like the other one might do it.
Oh, Parkway?
Yeah, you're going to pay an extra $200 for that kit, easy.
Oh, yeah.
You're
yeah.
not going to find that in the music store for $450. So I feel like I got a good deal. Basically, I'm happy with it. I mean, and it's in such good condition. It sounds really good too.
Well, that's what counts.
Yeah, and we've been talking about a backup.
Did
set
he let
for
you
my-
play? Did he let you play it when you went up?
Yeah,
there?
yeah, I'm all set up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Because that was only in Boston Spa, right?
Yep.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Do they
Not
put your
bad.
nutsack on it?
Ching, ching.
I'm gonna put my nutsack on your drum set.
Didn't come with cymbals. Didn't come with cymbals, though. So I couldn't put my nutsack on those.
Well, if we ever move out of this place, which doesn't seem like we're ever going to do, get to the next place, that'll be your new practice set, huh?
That's the idea.
Then you can keep
My
the other
dad
ones in your
tonight at
bags.
dinner, he says, that drum set there can't stay there. I was telling Jay that now that I have 3 drum sets in the basement, I'm taking over.
Oops. Oopsie.
I said, I know, I had to set them up. I couldn't just look at them. I had to set them
Oh,
up.
that's hard, yeah.
Because
How
it's
could you
got
not?
they've got a couple little different things on them that I wanted to, and I really kind of
It's got
like
regular
about 'em.
sized toms that we like so much.
The 2 are standard.
Standard?
size, yeah.
Yeah.
The one's small, like that smallest one that
Yeah.
you have. It's about that size, which is nice.
No, that's not. But as long as you have the other 2, right, standard size.
Yeah.
We obviously, me and you looking at drum sets don't like the ones when they're like really small and that's all they give you.
Yeah.
is
No,
the
what
small
I-
ones.
What I was saying to Jay was these are just weird in the way that like the bass drum's smaller this way, but it's bigger this way.
Oh,
like I
really?
couldn't fit it in my trunk. Mine I could fit in my trunk, but it's smaller this way.
So would you drive home with your trunk open?
I had to put it. No, I had to put it in the
back
back seat. Yeah. Same with the floor tom. Now the floor tom's a little smaller, but again, it's deeper, so you're getting a different sound out of them, which is neat.
Yeah.
I like them. They're pretty good. I like them. And these are he's got real jazzy heads on them right now.
Oh, yeah?
Too. Yeah. So they'll totally change when like the snare. It's almost like one of those like lambskin, So
Oh,
you
yeah?
get with the brushes.
Yeah.
So, change it. And he changed the snares. Most snares are about this wide. This big, like this wide. It's crazy.
Me and him always complain because all the drum sets, new drum sets, they have like the shells on the toms are like this. When we're
little
used to the
guys,
ones from the 70s and 80s that are like
Right.
what we call normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then, but it's hard to get those anymore that are
They
just
sell a lot
normal
of new kits
size.
with these really small toms.
Yeah, and it's like what that we don't. Yeah, we don't want to. We don't want to sound like that. We want big thunder drums. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Oh, I guess we should.
So we got to get that house so we can free up my dad's space.
tell them we're working on it. See, it's my fault. I'm not even doing anything. I can't help it. God damn it. I need more cord here. Oh, shit's gonna fall. Look at that. Oh boy. So you got cords all over the fucking place.
Which one did you try?
The Maximus.
Now,
What is that you got?
I was really
Lagunitas.
surprised because I shared with my sister.
Uh-huh.
She's a light, not beer, light untapped user.
Uh-huh.
So
Ange?
yeah, very seldom, and she usually makes her teenage boy check him in for her. But she always brings lots to me.
You mean her son?
So what? Yeah.
The way you say her teenage boy. She makes her teenage boy. Really now?
Hey.
What kind of place we running up there? Her teenage boy.
Anyway,
Yes.
she really liked the Maximus more than the other one. I like the Hop
Stupid.
Stupid.
I'm stupid.
Yeah.
What?
So it was a
Who
little
makes
more
these?
Lagunitas.
Right, which we've had a lot of their beers on the show.
yeah. Yep.
See, I was at the beverage center and I wanted one of those urban chestnut
Chestnuts,
brewery ones, and I couldn't find it. I even asked the guy. I usually don't ask the guys, for help, but I did, and they don't have it. He even said he gets it in Troy and Albany, not over there.
Yeah, I never.
So the only one that I knew that was a little different, and I hadn't tried them all, is Lagunitas. Has been pretty good to us. So
All this stuff happens when John has free time.
yeah, you better watch out when I got free time.
All right, I'll say it. What the hell are you drinking?
It's supposed to be the 26th.
John's got free time, and all of a sudden, holy shit!
Well, part of my
Was this part of your recovery?
the new me,
Did you spend a lot of time laying on your back on the couch with your iPad on your chest watching stuff?
No, my bed.
Oh, your bed. Okay,
Yeah.
different place. But I had that pictured him laying there with the iPad like this and watching things.
No, in the bed it's better because I can put my ice pack and then 2 blankets and the iPad on that, and it just stays right where it needs to. It's perfect.
So I kind of had the right visual.
And your pink fuzzy slippers.
No, my feet get really hot quickly. So
I wish I was Beyonce.
Hey, you didn't.
Jay almost got me with that one.
You didn't check this in.
yes, I did.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't, John.
I must have.
Larry checked the wrong one in. Maybe.
Which one?
Up stupid.
And you didn't take any pain meds, you said, right?
I did not.
I know. I saw you check Maximus in.
Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it.
Oh, jeez.
Damn it.
Here, let's do this while we
All right,
sleep.
I do that.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel, our Facebook page at Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Also on Untapped at Jay's Brew and Brewmaster Pick.
Oh, my muffins are ready.
Oh, my muffins are ready.
my muffins are ready.
So I got Maximus on there. No, you're maybe right there. Some bitch.
John, do we have a word of the day? Seeing that we're almost halfway through the podcast, we haven't even done anything on our agenda.
Baterista.
Explanation?
Drummer.
Oh, that what that is? But is what language are we talking?
Well, you know what it is.
Italian?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Italian, of course.
Yes.
Are you ever going to deviate from that?
Not for a long time.
Batterista.
Baterista?
Yeah. Here, I got it. Oh, here. Baterista.
Batterista. That's drummer, huh?
Drummer. Yeah. I am baterista.
Okay, as long as you're not a barista. So is barista Italian for coffee maker?
No, it's Italian for drummer.
No, that's
batterista.
batterista.
Yeah.
Barista.
Barista. Like you get coffee barista?
I don't know.
Coffee butter. John's going to be a coffee batterista, which means he's going to make coffee and play drums at the same time.
Let me see your bottle for a minute. I don't understand what happened.
What happened?
I think I scanned it. I remember scanning it like this.
Baterista.
Pretty dark over here.
Baterista.
Hey, don't do that.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous.
It's getting dangerous.
Did you get it?
No, I can get it later if I don't forget.
The batterista. We'll get it later.
Yes.
The batterista got new toys.
Over everything.
I wanted a Hop Stupid, and I got the Maximus. I brought one of each.
Okay. So you have that.
See, I thought, you know what? It's not as it tastes much darker than it looks.
I like the Maximus.
Yeah?
I thought that was good.
I thought it would be dark if I poured this out.
Oh, no, it's probably...
But I can see through the brown, so it can't be that dark.
No, it's probably isn't that dark.
Sound terrible in another
Put it
context.
in there.
Yeah, we got to at least... It's a 6-pack I bought for Thanksgiving. Oh, getting me to my point is if my objective is to have fewer cocktails per night, I might as well get serious beer if I'm only going to have a few every night.
Right.
I'm still not liking the price. Believe me, I don't like it. But it's made me think I should bring, for all of the beer that Jay brings, I should participate in a
So
fund.
your whole SOP is under reconfiguration.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Totally. Look at, see, that's really much lighter than I expected. When I drank this, my first one right out of the bottle, and it just tasted heavy. And I
Was that the first one you've had in the 4 days?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why. Maybe because it was your first.
I'm enjoying it a lot more today.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I've already used that. That's pretty good.
So I have a question. How did it feel when they took the pipe out of your pecker?
That's funny you ask.
Okay.
I've seen that done, and that's brutal.
Yeah.
Ugh.
They're not
It's terrible.
gentle.
It's terrible.
They're not gentle on the man parts.
No. And so my first nightmare was when they wanted to scope my penis because they detected blood in my urine. This is a ways back. And it's funny because after I had the scope done, and then the first time you pee, it's like a rocket shoots out of your pecker. And I saw blood for the first time in my life. And I told them, and they said, we want to do it one more time. I said, no, because you said, I'm just going by what you say. And you told me I had blood in my urine. But let me tell you, until you did that to me, I never had blood. I never saw it. Okay? So let's not do it again.
They
Thank
said
you.
the same thing without me, but I didn't do a scope. They just they had me pee again or something, and it was so minute that it was like they were just like,
homie ain't playing that game again. Anyway, so this time, the nurse was nice. She says it's going to hurt a lot less coming out than it did going. And I said, I don't think so. I was out. You know what I mean? Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I was wrong. But it helped that she was attractive. I put positive thoughts in my head, like, a beautiful woman's touching my penis right now.
And that whole thing, but your reaction could be more painful.
The other thing is swinging back to the first probe. Is I was tense and it was awful, and she was telling me with her beautiful, calm voice how just to relax and breathe, and I did.
Look right into your eyes.
I did. Here's the thing, and I thought about this for 4 days, is because apparently, and if you look at the diagram, it's called a balloon. Inside, on the other side of the pipe, that holds it anchored in, so you can't just jerk it out. There's something that holds it on this side. So I'm thinking a balloon would close the hole. That doesn't make sense. So I kind of envisioned more like an umbrella that it'd go over, and then there was ways for water to get past. That's kind of the way I was thinking about it. So the whole time I'm thinking, like, how are they going to undo the umbrella? Because you can't just yank that out. It'll be like a fish hook on the way out. You know what I mean? That's not good.
They let the air out of your ass.
So she says, hold on, I got to go get the syringe. Is it exactly?
Doesn't that make you scared when they have to go get more things to probe you with?
Well, the other hot nurse moved us. I don't know. Maybe they had better cameras in that room. I don't know. You didn't get that? So she got this thing, and she says this is the syringe to deflate the balloon. And here's the fucked up part. She goes, okay, I'm going to do that now. And I swear I felt like that, like a little pop, like a little balloon popped in my, it was weird. And the next thing, she's hanging on to it, and she's going to pull it now. Okay. And breathe out. And it was all right. All done, honey. Yeah.
Did she pet it afterwards?
She's very good. Very, very professional. Much what I was looking forward to. No, it turned out much better, really. Yeah. It made it more. And I saw a doctor on the way out. He happened to be in the office, and we were talking about it. And he said about the fire pee, like, because he thought it was the first time. And I was like, no, that happened to me with the scope. I was like, oh, okay, because he was preparing me for the first pee after the removal.
Yeah.
It's did to me. Well, here's the great news. It didn't happen to this time. Maybe I de-virginized by having it done before. Now, now I got a two-way street. Don't make me laugh.
Oh, man.
Woo.
I'm going to squeeze right in here if my thighs will let me.
Oh, man. Two-way street. I don't know about that. That is no two-way street.
It's the last thing I ever thought. I'll tell you.
We
never knew I was going to end up. Actually, there was a time in my life, I remember saying that the sleep test would be the last fucking thing I ever did. And I've done that twice.
That was mostly not evasive, though.
And then
it's irritating, but not
just
evasive.
the irritation of it.
Yeah.
Well, the other one was certainly high on my list, is not to have my penis probed ever.
Yeah.
And I've had that twice now. Fuck's sake. The colonoscopy is going to be a walk in the park.
Well, they do put you out for that.
Actually, I already know the torture is prep for that. Like the days before, all the shit you have to go through.
I think it's only like a day
guidelines
before.
and stuff like that.
Literally.
Yeah.
And now these days they've got me down to 6 drinks a day anyway. That's fucking nothing.
Yeah, but that's an area that you have a whole lot of pain or that could aggravate some
Oh yeah,
stuff.
we don't need the damn hemorrhoids flare.
Oh yeah, something could really flare you up there.
I hope I have a gentle one.
Yeah. Hey, I have the same thing with tests. With tests, last 2 medical tests, a whole bunch of testing I went through for 2 different things, and they came back with nothing on both, and I was like, well, you can't tell me what's bothering me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. Like, fuck you.
Fuck you.
Fuck and you.
And
a matter of fact, I
love that song.
Fuck.
Fuck you and fuck her too.
Oh.
I'll be with her.
Well, not when this airs.
Ain't
It'll be this last past Monday, but this coming Monday, I have a blood pressure check that I'm really deciding I'm blowing off.
That's how it all starts, Bob.
Oh no, they want to put me on something.
That's
I'm like,
how it
fuck
all
you.
started.
I'm like, no, fuck you. Not gonna happen.
I quit smoking cigarettes. My blood pressure went through the roof.
Well, maybe when I quit preparing
on
for
medicine.
a move that's not happening, then I'll worry about it.
Yeah. That prayer is a lot.
Didn't do anything.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
So more testing.
And I was sick at the time too. I had that ear infection thing going on.
Oh, you got sleep apnea? CPAP. Oh my God, the CPAP, it makes me sneeze. Achoo, hernia.
Well,
you got to go see a surgeon.
You had
have your dick probed.
You had something there before.
For God's sakes. Fuck it.
You had something there before anyway.
Sick and tired.
Tired and sick.
Being probed. Take your probe out of here. Take it somewhere else. Sick, tired.
In your face, all over the place. We're online 24/7. 24/7. You're listening to the hottest internet station.
Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour.
Yeah, baby.
Griffin, there you are. I've decided that as your new boss, I'm going to require you to have a standing desk.
But I look like such an ass.
And that's not all. You got to constantly tell everybody what a good idea it is, and how important it is, and how wrong they are for having traditional desks.
Can't I just work at it and mind my own business?
No, you have to be a freak about it.
Maybe it can just be my own personal choice, and I'm not judging others for their choices.
No, you being right means everyone else is wrong. That's what your standing desk is saying to the chair people. From now on, you call them chair people. Oh, and 3 times a day you have to say, sitting is the biggest killer in America.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
At Loose and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour. Also on Untapped at Jay's Brew and Brewmaster Pick.
But what is it? But I want to say barista, but it's not.
Well, see, my cheat is butterista.
Butterista.
But it's not butter; it's batterista. It's like a cross between batterista and butterista. I can make it go. Here, hold on. It's always good to have it fresh.
Batterista. All right, we don't have any music. Why have we never made any music for our joke segment?
Yeah, we never got around to that.
I think we're gonna have to. Of course, we can't now because we don't.
And Steve, not Tom. Steve.
Yeah, Steve.
Fuck you, Steve. We know you're leaving comments, like hateful comments.
Yeah. I think I found out who that was.
You little prick.
Yep. I think I found out who the who's commenting on the 151
Don't
is
make me
old
socially
singer
slam
Steve.
you. You'll be sorry, motherfucker. Come for you. You know who you are.
There's gonna be consequences and repercussions.
That's right.
You shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
I'll hunt you down like you don't even know.
You bet your ass.
All right, enough of that, asshole.
All right. Moving
I
on.
think what you were trying to say is,
Pardon my French, but you're an asshole.
That's right.
who's going first? We got jokes.
Yeah, I was
We
laid
got
up. I had
jokes.
time for this.
Well, then you go first.
They're not too funny though.
How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
Well, there it is.
Sounds like you have a dick in your mouth.
A what?
How does a woman scare a gynecologist?
I don't know.
I don't know.
She becomes a ventriloquist. Hey, doctor. Oh, my God.
You want me to go next, Jay?
Just
Yeah,
spoke.
go ahead.
It just spoke to
I
me.
only have 5 because I was short on
Prepared.
time. Doing
Oh,
this one.
yeah.
What did the maxi pad say to the fart? You are the wind beneath my wings.
Oh, how nice. A love affair. You got something?
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
I got a couple here.
Go for it.
You were looking through that book. Is it me or is that writing in that book really
Yeah,
small?
It's
Okay,
it
then
sucks.
I'm not losing
I don't
my
like
fucking
it. I
sight.
don't like the font.
Fuck
What the font?
What the font?
Oh, what the font?
Fuck the font.
All right, I have more than Bob, so I might as well do one
yeah,
while I'm
go
waiting.
ahead.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What's 6 inches
I had
long,
one.
2 inches wide, and drives women wild?
I don't know.
$100 bill.
I right before you said it, I'm like, I know this one.
That's what I was thinking. If we do enough of these, we're going to know a bunch of jokes.
Yeah, there's a lot of jokes in this one.
How do you embarrass an archaeologist?
You dig up his bone?
Give him a used tampon and ask him which period it came from.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
Oh, you want to go again?
What's long, hard, and has cum in it?
I don't know.
A cucumber.
All right, I got one. What's the definition of a Canadian?
B.
A disarmed American with health insurance.
Oh! What are the gun laws of Canada like? I thought they were open, kind of open. Must not be, though.
That's why they have all those hunting accidents.
Yeah, like I thought there's a lot of hunting, so that means weapons.
Hunting
are-
accidents just means murder.
It's Canadian for murder.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, that's starting to hurt a little.
If a Canadian ever asks you to go hunting, do not.
Yeah, not what you think.
Got one, Jay?
Oh, we haven't had a hunting accident in quite some time.
There actually hasn't been that many this year. Usually there always is.
Hunting accidents?
Yeah, there's usually like crazy hunting accidents right in the beginning of hunting season.
They're just going out and shooting people regular now.
Yeah, they skipped that.
They skipped that whole thing.
False part.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't have one yet.
All right.
I don't like
John?
any of these.
Is Google male or female?
Male.
No.
No.
Female, because it doesn't let you finish a sentence before making a suggestion.
All Oh, right.
We're gonna lose him. He's gonna drop.
Oh, band practice Wednesday is going to be great because those fuckers will rev you up too. Anything? Jay?
Oh no, I still can't find.
All right, I'll go with one.
Go ahead.
What do you call a blonde at a college?
Hot.
A visitor.
Visitor. Oh. My
John.
turn?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead.
What's the difference between Tiger Woods and Santa Claus?
I don't know.
Santa stops after 3 hoes.
Oh, that's good.
Ho, ho, ho. Not the cough, too.
You're getting a double whammy.
Oh, big whammy. All I need is sneeze and I'll be on the floor.
You'll be fucked. Something will blow.
Yeah.
Got one, Jay?
No, still not yet.
All right, I'll go again.
Still looking.
What's soft and warm when you go to bed and hard and stiff when you wake up? Vomit.
Oh, that's much worse than I was expecting. Oh, that reminds me. I forgot one small part of the catheter story.
Go for it, Jay's looking up a joke. You'll have one by then.
The very first night, I woke up at 5 o'clock in the morning with a hard on, and with that tube in your dick, it's not comfortable, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't think. I don't dare try. That's for sure. Oh, not good. Not good.
Adam Ferreira always had this joke.
Usually,
about,
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
But I'm like, it's the first time I had to like think bad things to make it go away. It was terrible. Awful. It was terrible. Joe Carrera?
Adam Ferreira.
Adam Ferreira.
He had this joke with going to visit his father after cancer surgery. He's like, been trying to be like really. So, hey, Pop, how you feeling? Not too bad, except for this pipe in my pecker.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I felt like too. Yeah, it's not bad, except for this thing put in me. It's bullshit.
Oh, anything, Jay?
No.
All right,
Very unprepared.
I'll do my last one.
Oh.
Unprepared.
How do you know you're getting old? When you have a pipe in your pecker.
I was gonna say you wake up with a pipe in your pecker and it's like an ad every day.
No, that doesn't mean you're old though.
No.
When you start having dry dreams and wet farts.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
That's a problem.
I think I had something like that. Damn it. Well, we'll get to it. What do female reindeer do when Santa brings out the male reindeer on Christmas Eve?
Talk them to death?
They go into town and blow a few bucks.
Hey, boys!
A man walked into a doctor's office and said, "Doctor, I have 5 penises." "I see," said the doctor. "How do your trousers fit?" "Like a glove."
Woo! From a certain age, birthdays are like a reverse countdown. Yeah, I didn't get it after I wrote it down either. From a certain age, it doesn't work for me. I just wrote it down. Move on to the next one.
Okay. Wow. We'll just do that or that one.
Oh, yeah.
You got the next
I've
one.
just read it.
Jay's still reading. And I'm out.
Your upcoming birthday reminds me of the old Chinese scholar, Young No Mo. Oh, now I remember. There's something. There's a celebration coming.
What?
It's a birthday party.
Jay's September. It's already passed.
When's yours, Bob?
What?
It's coming. It's coming soon. I knew if I made some birthday jokes, I'd definitely remember.
Because I didn't.
Hey, happy birthday. In dog years, you're dead.
You're right.
I like birthdays, but I think for many, too many, can kill you. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's not the cough they carry you off in. It's the coffin they carry you off in.
That's right. So that was my 10. I came prepared.
I did not.
That's okay. You pulled some out of your trousers. Isn't that funny? Just using the word trousers is funny.
Somebody, do you hear that someplace or something?
No, it just
trousers.
When I trouser.
What's the best form of birth control after 50?
Marriage?
Nudity.
Wang tango.
How do you recognize a blind man in a nudist colony?
The one without the erection.
It's not hard.
It's not hard.
It's not hard. It's not hard.
Did you hear about the blind circumcisionist?
Wait. It was a ripoff.
No, he got the sack.
Oh.
All right.
The other one was circumcision. It was something about a cheap one or something. It was a ripoff.
Yeah.
It's a ripoff.
Oh, Jay's fishing for more.
These are just very inappropriate in here. That's why these are from another era.
Okay.
These get
yeah.
These get really nasty in here.
I remember having those as a kid.
Yeah.
Those are great books.
They are great.
Truly tasteless.
Yeah.
Oh, that's classic.
Yeah.
Dirty,
racist.
Does Dr. Demento still get around?
He has a website. He actually has a website. I looked it up.
He doesn't tour though, does he?
No,
he never toured.
No, he just had a radio.
He used to be at.
No, you're thinking of Dr. Dirty.
Dr. Dirty.
Yeah, Dr. Demento was on Sunday nights, wasn't it?
Pix. Yeah.
That's where Weird Al got discovered.
Yep.
Because he used to listen to Dr. Demento.
See, back in the day, music was awesome.
Yeah.
The way it got around.
Finding music, like how you
could get it.
Yeah. Well, some people would think not. I guess it all depends. You know what I mean? Listen, it's a double-edged sword, isn't it? A lot of people can find a lot of new music, and we can do music in our basement and do high-quality music that way and everything. But then again, where's the rock stars?
I know. That's what I mean. I was thinking about, because I was listening to some of those classics that I did dig in the 90s, like Dangerous Toys and that shit like that.
Dave Matthews Band?
No, that didn't happen. It was more like, and then Britney Fox, Girls School, great video. Yeah, I love that song. And I got thinking, I'm like, it's a shame that we don't have that kind of like every 10 years it was similar but a different new music. Now, I mean, as far as new music goes, it's just some awards shows that I watch. I don't know any of those people.
Because you're old.
You know what I mean? So it's not the way it used to be. I think was really cool. I liked it back then. The way we used to get trickle down effect music and shows. There was always people coming around, big bands coming around. How many good bands come around now? You get lucky if a couple come to SPAC in the summer. If a couple come in the summer.
Well, you know why? Well, the double-edged sword is this. It used to be artists used to make an album, make their money on the album, and then support it with a tour, and not necessarily, especially in the early days of rock, in the late 50s into all the way up to like the late 60s. Touring was a money loser. They would go out on tour just to support the record. They're making their money on the record. they would go on tour. They'd make just enough to cover the tour. And say you go and you do SPAC. Well, SPAC would get 60, 70, even sometimes 90% of what you were making playing out.
Oh, that's shitty.
One of the bands that flipped that was Led Zeppelin. When Zeppelin went out, they had a guy called Peter Grant.
Right.
And Peter Grant said, no, fuck you.
Yeah.
And the problem is Zeppelin was in demand. And you know what I mean? So what do you got to do? You know, say we're not going to play your place. Well, you're going to miss the biggest show of the year, possibly the year. You know, so all of a sudden that got flipped, and the artists started making more than the promoters did, and then that became more lucrative. But you're still going on album sales. Nowadays, album sales are shit. You know, you barely make money to cover making the album. You go out and you tour. Well, the problem with that is these bands have to go out every year now. Remember when we used to go to a concert? You knew once they came through town, you weren't seeing them for almost 2 years.
Yeah.
They were, you know, you're not going to. Now, every summer, we can get within a day ride to see just about any band you want to because they're out every summer. So now, not as many people are going to go see them because they're just coming around so often.
Have you ever gone to see Alice
Cooper?
Yeah.
Yeah, saw him at RPI.
With who?
Ace Frehley opening up.
So that's
Frehley's
when-
Comet. Yeah, I went. I was a fan of Alice Cooper, but it was really Ace. It was in the Frehley's Comet days. That's when I wanted to go see it.
Who was headline?
While I whip
What?
this out.
Who headline?
Alice did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alice did. Ace opened up for him.
I think I'd
Same
like
thing.
to go see
That's
an Alice full-on show.
I think we probably should have gone when Alice and Motley Crue were up at SPAC, and me and you decided not to because we were so shocked at how expensive the tickets were.
Well, that is the problem. They do.
I mean,
the
they
right
were like
thing,
what?
and
They
then
were like
they're
$120 or something.
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit.
Jiminy Christmas.
Yeah. The other one I saw Iron Maiden on the Seventh Son of a Seventh Son tour, and I wasn't as big as I am now as a fan of I am as Maiden, but Ace opened up, so I went to go see Ace, and actually Ace, I remember after Ace played, we were like, oh my God, Iron Maiden's gonna kill us because it was so loud. They weren't as loud. Ace was so fucking loud, our ears were like bleeding. And fucking Maiden wasn't that loud. Yeah, it was extremely loud. And that's back before we cared about putting earplugs in when we were at a show or anything. Or any of that. We don't have enough time to do
What?
Cards Against Humanity, really.
That was during this show?
That was supposed to be, yeah.
Oh.
But conversation took up the first half hour real fast.
So then it's B.
It's bumped.
Yep.
It's bumped. Well, next time anyway. What we'll have it for next time, which is good because we have a brand new box. We have the red box.
Keep us in suspense.
That's right.
Brand new one.
It's all right. It's better to have too much content than not enough.
Yeah.
That's correct. But we have about 10 minutes to kill.
What?
So we're like right in that middle period. We can't start anything, but we want to
I was looking forward to the break.
right this minute? What do you had to pee?
No.
You got more liquid to be drained out of
I
you?
wish you had that catheter in you.
No.
You could
No.
just go.
When I was in the waiting room, I was thinking to myself, I should just run. And then I was like, I can't live with this thing in me. And like I said, if I try to yank it out, it's probably going to be like a fish hook and tear my insides on the way out.
You really felt like I should run?
Yeah, like, yeah, sure.
Shouldn't you have been feeling like just get this the fuck out of me?
Yeah, but I wasn't looking forward to that part. Yeah, no. It was better. Breathing and relaxing, and
Then you saw who was taking it out, and you went, oh.
my hot nurse made everything much better.
Did you get her number while she was doing it?
I did make.
I'm touching myself tonight.
I did make good eye contact. Yeah. I wanted to know she knew what she was doing. I wanted to know rookie down there.
How was your day at work, honey?
Everything okay down there?
Just cocks all day.
Cocks and balls.
Cocks and balls. Tugging on a cock and a ball.
I know what to fill this up with.
A cock or a ball.
Cocks and balls or whatever.
I'm also a
Hey, Peter, it's 7 o'clock and you've still got your pants on. What's the occasion?
I'm on a new mission, and you might think I'm going for the homeless look, but but
do I really have anything to say here?
but I want to let it be known what my thought process.
I don't even think I've seen Jay with a scruff before.
No. I know the ladies that will
You had the
follow will give
stash
you a
back
hard
in the
time
day.
if your curls up front.
Yeah, I know. Jesus.
What was that?
My hair was a little long one day. And I
Yeah.
was feeling fucking Superman.
Yeah,
also.
she's like, why don't you get a little Superman?
You got a
thing
Superman curl.
Who said that?
I'm like,
When we
curl
filled up the
it will
growlers, it will follow. We had a beard, filled up growlers last time we came up here.
I was like a week past the
Yeah, she's
Superman
the
curl.
bartender's
I was a
giving
week
him
past
shit
the
about his
haircut.
little curl.
My fucking hair, and it drives me nuts too. Because if it gets too long, I try to fuck with it, and it gets too long. And
I see you have a little
it gets-
Superman curl there.
Yeah, it gets curly in the front.
Yeah, you should have said yes, and I have a super cock to go with it.
That's not where the superness ends.
I'm Clark fucking Kent.
That's right.
It's 7 o'clock. You
So,
still have your pants on. What's the occasion?
So what I would like to do, and and I'll say this.
To go homeless?
Yes.
I already feel that way. So
What I want to do is go to the best, but the best may not accept me. So I'm looking.
Oh, I know where you're going.
You know where I'm going with that? So
yeah, the best is Julie.
that's right. That's what. And
You can say this.
yeah, and I.
Oh, my muffins are ready.
If I had to go choose somebody to help me in the direction that I want to go, because I do still have a job, so I have to look respectful. But I think I can do that. I haven't paid somebody to do my hair, and I can't remember how long. So I do it myself. I use a pair of clippers, and I do the same thing. Well, if I took care of myself and have a barber, which is where I'm headed, because I can't just walk into Julie's shop.
The last person I paid to get a haircut was your ex-wife's friend that I was trying to get a date from.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason why.
Yeah. See?
Other than that, so that's like once in like 30 years or something.
I could live without the professional, but I've been watching a lot of it on YouTube, and I find it very interesting. Look, I'm not the kind of guy that wants to touch other people's heads or hair or anything, so I'm not gonna. But having a barber shop would be cool. I mean, I think it would be awesome if I was into doing men's hair. I'm just not. I don't have to be, I guess. I could get some guys that do hair and just own the shop, and they do their thing. I'm sure it gets more complicated that way. But anyway, so I really like these full-service barbershops, and I feel like I'm due. It's not like I pay exuberant
Is
amount
that
of
what you're
money.
going to go do?
I would like to go to a barber. I was planning on it, but you know what happened? The holidays.
They had that one.
Fucks up all the
I
regular
know
hours and
years
shit
ago
like
they
that.
had that one on Wolf Road that was like the chicks in bikinis or whatever
Oh,
or
yeah?
something like that. They
See,
you cut your hair and shave
right now
and everything.
I'm gravitating towards my tenant tattoos right next door on Erie Boulevard, where the old theater used to be on that corner, across the street from the
yeah.
building that's gone now. And so my mother had mentioned that it's been there for as long as she can remember, and that's a step in the right direction of classic.
Wedgeway.
There's one over in where next to Homestyle used to be, and that's the one my father went to for to the day he died, literally. Yeah. That's where he would go on his lunch break and get his hair cut.
I've only had one experience in my life where I got the straight edge shave, the warm towels,
I've
and
never
all of
gotten
that kind of good stuff, which was
Which
Which was nice.
I don't trust anybody with a blade around my throat.
Well,
it makes me nervous.
Rather than just give up on the fact that I'm balding, which I am, I understand that. There's a lot of haircuts you can do that kind of make it look less balding if you want to, shape your hair. But it's beyond my personal ability to shave around back.
You got more to worry. You're single, so you have more of a.
It's not about that. As a matter of fact, I told my dad the other day when we had this heated discussion about my beard. He's an anti-beard fan.
Anti-beard fellow?
Yeah, and he looked so disgusted when I said, this is the perfect time for me to have a beard because I don't have a woman.
Yeah.
And that's the one person that's going to complain about your beard is the one that has put their face on it.
Yeah.
So, and I understand that. So, but he's looking at more like, well, you should look like you want a girlfriend. I'm like, I don't.
Especially thigh rash.
I don't want a girlfriend right now. You know what I mean? I'm not. the things that I'm doing right now is different than that. I've got a different focus, and why not? I've always wanted it. I like salt and pepper look beards. I like it.
A matter of fact, me and you were the only ones that have facial hair in the whole band.
Yeah.
Everybody else is.
I can show you some
clean
pictures
shaven.
of what I'm interested in.
Well, that doesn't.
I love these barbers in like London and stuff like that. What is it? Cut and it's like it's almost like a eatery. Cut and something. I'll have to look at. It's like cut and char. That doesn't make sense. Something like that.
We'll cut your hair, light you on fire. Hey!
But a lot of these hairstylists also have these YouTube channels with their beard brand because a lot of guys want their beard shaped and cared
beards
for.
are pretty popular.
Popular. And
Very popular.
with the nice,
popular.
they use some.
He would have an enormous Schwanzstücke.
That's right.
He's going to be very popular.
So I'm down with that. And you know what? My mustache has always had a tendency of doing the really cool.
See, I'm going to get you, boy.
Might as well go full Monty with that.
The old
Sure,
Monopoly man.
Yeah, exactly.
Handlebars.
That's what you should go as for 1 year. Get the tuxedo with the tails and the top hat, shave your head, but do the mustache, and get the monocle. You could be the Monopoly guy. That's a good one right there.
I could do that.
I could see you doing the Monopoly guy.
But he doesn't say much, though.
So?
It's hard. I love someone
Just
with
bring
a personality.
fake $100 bills. Pass cone, collect $100.
You do realize you went as Animal 1 year, and the only thing he said was Animal.
Yeah.
So, but you can go as the Monopoly guy.
I did want to discuss that because this is a part of the new me. I'm thinking about I might be
the new job.
Manscaping.
Whoa. Hey, two places I don't like anybody with a blade: near my throat or near.
Well, the blade that they use, the shaver they use to shave me, it leaves a little bit of stubble.
Did you go? Why, doctor? Why are you shaving my balls?
Well, she shaved a little down here, but they didn't do any surgery down there. Maybe that's only an emergency, like something's going wrong and they got to get in there. I don't know, but
or she was enjoying looking at your.
Yeah, that's okay.
Your Schwanzen.
I didn't mind the girls messing with my pee-pee. Really, I'm
This guy's enjoying this way too much.
I'm past that shyness that I guess I used to have.
Ladies,
You'll always have a place to drink here, you degenerate scumbag.
Oh, my penis looked so pathetic with a tube in it. Really, it was awful. It was so pathetic.
Picture you laying in bed.
Your balls are showing.
No, I was afraid. I hated looking at it. It was so pathetic. It made me sad. You poor little thing, you.
John C. Pecker's sad.
You look so sad.
You look so sad.
Damn, that's nasty.
Oh, poor guy.
Can't perform as operated.
Can't do nothing like that, can you?
How was taking a shit with that thing?
It was wicked hard.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like, I think it was in my brain that it was going to be so difficult that first couple of days I didn't even think about it. I didn't shit for 2 days.
Wow.
And then it was obvious I had to.
Yeah. Hello.
And I think the
Before
word
they stuck something else in.
Yeah.
one of the other words I know.
John's got
Bag on each
Sir,
side.
You haven't gone in 2 days, sir. We need to give you an enema.
Oh my god.
I got everything in every orifice now.
Oh, go.
And that whatever they did to make me drain so well, so my poop was firmer for sure.
Yeah.
So and
Like passing a bowling ball.
yeah, with the hemorrhoid, it was like, hey, what are you doing? We don't send logs up and down this highway. No.
Well, and also with you not drinking is anything.
Yeah, it was a solid, as Tom would say, a
Louisville slugger.
Louisville slugger.
Dropping Louisville sluggers.
I did too. I was, and it wasn't painful, but it was like those, something. It's on the edge of pain, but like that feels good. I don't even know.
That feels good. Oh, hey.
It's not a tumor.
And if you're still on the fence, allow me to get you off
The fence.
A full release ensures a rejuvenative rest and promotes a winning attitude.
That's when I had to spend the most amount of time looking at the pathetic penis.
When you're taking it
Because I had to unstrap it from my leg and kind of hold it in front of me. So
the best part, the best thing would have been is if you had a GoPro and just set it up just so we could see your face. You know, nothing else, but you see your face, because I can imagine this sad. All sorts of different reactions in one time in the bathroom.
So while I was hooked up, I only had to poop once. And I'm glad for that, because it was a little challenging.
Do you ever have that when you go and take a dump and get your phone there, whatever, and somebody FaceTimes you, and you just think, and right before you're about to hit it, you're like, whoa!
My boss.
Your boss?
Yeah, it was like 3 a.m. They were trying to get a hold of me. I'd missed a call. She was new to iPhone, so FaceTimed me. And I didn't even think about it. And I went to answer. I was like, oh, that's not going to be good. Either way, I'm sure it's not going to, and so we didn't. It was close. Oh, no, it was my fault. She called me, and I wanted to call her back, but I hit the wrong button. I was FaceTiming her, so I was like, oh, shit, because that would have been nasty. That would have been ugly. Me at 3 a.m. You know what I'm saying? Naked.
Looking for a little slab and pickle.
Jay, what did you learn?
I never want a catheter.
A pipe in your pecker?
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Pipe in my pecker.
John, what did you learn?
Baterista.
Baterista is drummer.
Bob, what did you learn?
I learned that John went through several emotions and physical stress in the bathroom the first time he went to take a shit after his surgery.
It's a roller coaster for emotions.
I should have done this before, but let's do it one last time.
All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up.
Time to make the chimmy fucking chongas.
You can find us at Bob and John's Podcast at gmail.com, on Buzzsprout.com, and iTunes, or
At Loot and Buttery on the Twitter and Instagram or Facebook Live.
And on our YouTube channel and our Facebook page at Bob and John Super Duper Variety Power Hour, and Untapped at Jay's Brew and Brewmaster Pick.
say goodnight, guys.
Good night, guys.
Stadler? Yeah, what?
Is that it?
Yes, it's over. How'd you like it?
I don't know. I slept through the whole thing.
Well, you didn't miss much. Chico!
What is